What's up, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Ed Harris. This is the Chef and The Wigmaker with my lovely host,
Jane Harris.
All right. Now, it's been a minute, but we're overdue for a reintroduction.
I think so.
So, with that being said, we're gonna jump right into
So is this your character person? Like
ladies first,
Oh, I would have that.
right?
My name is Jane Harris. I am the wig maker. And I want to introduce myself to you. I don't know what you heard, but
It's clear.
my name is Jane Harris. Like I said, I am Nigerian, American Nigerian. I went to college in London and then I transferred to Atlanta, graduated, and then started working for a shoe store. Loved it.
Is this your real voice? Is this how you talk?
It's my play voice.
Okay. I was just checking.
I ended up working for that shoe store for like 13 years. And then I met this crazy guy in New York at a bar, 4040 Club, whole nother story.
It was actually a club,
It was a club, it was fun.
not a bar.
Okay, 4040 Club, yes.
There was a bar in the club,
There were several bars in the club.
and we didn't actually meet in the bar in the club.
We met on the dance floor. Well, good.
Continue, man.
So that's it. I mean, I met you, and
And we're here.
then we're here.
Wow, just like that.
Yeah.
Bling. Yeah, you started. Okay, so I guess for me, right? Born in St. Lucia, right? Born in the Caribbean. Traveled throughout the whole entire Caribbean as a young kid with my parents and my brother, and then my brother and I moved to Brooklyn. 1996, right? So I grew up in Brooklyn, went to school in Brooklyn, and then from Brooklyn moved to Manhattan, went to culinary school in Manhattan, did Chinatown, did all of that, and then worked at some really amazing restaurants in New York City. And in working in one of the restaurants in New York City, fast forward, my brother was turning 21, decided to take him to the hottest spot in town, 4040. Jay-Z had just opened it up,
It was so beautiful.
And
So fun.
amazing time.
Amazing time.
But just making sure the mic's good. We good. Fast forward, met her in 4040.
Met her?
Met her. Right? Met her in 4040. We're on a first name basis at this point, right? I was like, so I met her. I admit it was tough because, she was one of those girls when you approach in the club, she's just very like, but anyway, that didn't work, obviously. So, got her number, but yeah, fast forward, here we are, right? So that's our life before all of that, and prior to that, right, we were working for two amazing companies at the time.
Yes.
And we were like, enough is enough. We wanted to do our own thing. We wanted to be our own boss, right? We had no idea what that entailed. We just knew that it sounded like freedom at the time. So, we were like, yes, this is what we want to do.
Sounded so good.
And we went for it. And did we get it? Right? It allowed us to quit our 9-to-5.
Yeah.
Man, we were making so much money. It was like, whoa, what's going on here? Like, I'm talking, we were family trips, paying for everybody. Like, it was like Santa Claus, Christmas in July, right? It was amazing. It was so much fun. It was new money, right? For us, we've never made that kind of money ever. I never even dreamed of making that kind of money. So it was just like mind-boggling that this was my life, our life, right? So we got out of New York and we moved to Atlanta, and we just went full, we went full entrepreneur, right? And we just kept going. And we're 15 years?
15 years.
Right, with the Virgin Hair Fantasy. That's our first baby, right? The one that held us down through thick and thin, through everything, through COVID, got us to quit our 9-to-5, got us to say to the, I
have to correct you though. yes, we're making a whole lot of money, but before we saw the tax bill. So
taxes, smaxes.
That's a whole nother.
Yeah, that was.
You have to pay the taxes.
That was hurtful.
All of a sudden, all that money you made is like, ooh.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, right, when you're not around people that have never worked for themselves to the capacity that we did, and we had no one to tell us that there were certain things you needed to do, that you needed to get ready. There's certain things that was gonna happen, certain money you have to pay. Like we were starting from zero. Like we had, whatever knowledge we had was what we read and learned from, being on YouTube.
I know for me it wasn't much.
It wasn't a lot.
It wasn't
because,
much.
Like I said, this was like our first successful business, right? Doing it by ourselves from scratch. Right, selling to all parts of the world, like having international clients, right? Like a kid from Nigeria and a kid from the Caribbean, St. Lucia, like it was just crazy. So there was a lot of learning curves.
Oh my gosh.
Big learning curves, right? But it was so important because it allowed us to get to a place now where we
can help others.
We can help others, right?
Why make the mistakes when you can learn from, like, I would have just saved myself the time, the money, the headache, and I love what you said about nobody teaches you, but you are expected to know.
True that.
Because you get penalized, like you will be in trouble, you would lose money, you would have penalties.
True.
So it's not enough to not have the information, you have to seek the information.
True that.
Because why should it fall on your lap? It's too good,
Yeah.
So
and that's the thing about surrounding yourself with people that know more than you.
Oh my gosh,
it's really
you
important.
Just be learning by default.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And especially if you have never done it before, you need that help. Like you're gonna get far. The lucky ones, right? But that luck eventually runs out when you don't have the knowledge to scale, to keep up, and to grow your business. Like it comes, it finds you. You know what I mean? The lack of knowledge finds you, right?
Gosh.
So, as an entrepreneur, one thing we pride ourselves on doing is, we're always trying to learn more, right? Like, how do we better our business? How do we get more customers? How do we, keep our customers? How do we keep them happy? Mm-hmm. Like, we're always figuring out these things because these are the things that make your business or break your business, right? So it's really, really important. So now, we've left New York, we're in Atlanta, the Virgin Fantasy is killing it. We start Knife and Spoon, which is a DBA for Chef Life Consulting, right? Because Chef Life Consulting was actually incorporated in New York, right? Because we believed in that business before we even left New York. And that was like 2012.
Yes, before I even had a client.
Exactly.
We just knew.
So we formed it, we did all that stuff. We did it like full legal, right? We had our lawyer drop all the documents. We went, shares, like the full 9, right? And that was a doozy in itself because, you go from me being in the kitchen and cooking every day, 5 days a week, whatever my schedule was, to, okay, now I'm a consultant. What does that look like? What am I doing? I freed up so much of my time and, it allowed me to be a dad, right? A stay-home dad. So I was able to make baby food for my kids, be there for them, all that stuff. Just really, really get to do what I wanted to do. So
it was such a beautiful season for you.
Yeah, right? But yeah, man, I'm gonna pause right there,
I think we gave them more than what they asked for.
Yeah. I hope this was insightful. Please make sure to
like, subscribe, and share.
Yeah, or not. I mean, it's totally up to you.
No, you need to share. Okay, don't be holding
don't
information.
Don't be stingy. You know what I'm saying? Because this is information that the world needs.
Period.
Just kidding. But serious. Anyway, we're out of here.
And we'll see you. And just tell us below, based on the story, what you would like to, what would you like the next video to be? I like suggestions, okay? You can't just be coming here telling them, tell me what you want to see.
As a business person, business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a solopreneur, right? As a mompreneur, dadpreneur, whatever preneur you are, writer. No, seriously, like if there's something that you're trying to figure out in your business, especially when it comes to e-commerce, like hit us up. We've been successfully doing e-commerce for the last 15 years. 16 years. We have 3 businesses that we work online with. And this is what we do for a living, right? So yeah, beauty business, hospitality business, this is our play field. Peace and love.
Goodbye.